Hello everybody. I am going to be installing this horn, brand new Hella horn on Beetle, which is a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle with a bad horn. I took apart the old horn, which by the way is quite a bit larger. That's probably the original 6-volt. I took it apart, tried to fix it. There is even a tuning piece on the back. I think the coil is bad on it, so unfortunately it was not fixable. So I bought a replacement, which is a little smaller. It's cute, but this is the same one I believe that I have on Alley, that I've had on Alley for a very long time, and it's been a very good horn. Haven't had a problem. Has the right tone, so we're gonna do that. And I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to do a time lapse on this, because right now the car's not on the lift. And people are sometimes asking me, hey, you know, how do I put my bug on the lift, or how do you put your bug on the lift? So I figured it'd be kind of fun to do a time lapse on that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to set the pads. I usually use a piece of wood on the front of the car, usually right where the front of the pan, where the pan head is, and it starts going that way. I usually put this right about in the middle of that. Make sure it's nice and well seated. And you do want to be mindful of the side steps, because they're not technically structural. They will rip off the car, so you don't want to go to any of that. In the rear, I'm going to use a piece of wood, and I'm going to go right under the spring plate. Sometimes I will actually put it right in front of the spring plate, and well, in front of, I mean actually back up. There's like a little bottom piece of aluminum, and I'll flip the little guy out on the pad, and then I'll put it right there. But due to the placement of the car, that's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to set the other side. Make sure whatever you do, use all the same sizes and make sure everything's the same places, because we don't want any imbalance. We'll make sure everything lines up. Everything's perfect. Alright. Next thing we do is set the locks on the lift. My lift does have a lock in it. All lifts really should. And you'll hear a little clicking noise as we go up. Alright, right about the time you're here, which is just a little bit above. Huh, that looks loose. I'm going to have to look at that. Anyway, move the car around a bit. Make sure she's not going to fall off or anything, because if it's going to fall, you want it to fall when it's only a couple inches up. Then you're good to go the rest of the way. You'll hear the clicking noise of the lock. Alright, so she's in place. You can actually let it down a bit if you wanted to sit on the lock. We're not going to be there for very long. And so what I am doing today is replacing the horn, which is going to go right there, but I noticed that the old base is still there. I got to get that base out. So I'm going to take care of that, replace the horn, and then we're good to go. But she's up on the lift, so I can get to work on it. I do have a little bit higher I can go. I usually can lift it about 5 feet off the ground, and then yes, I do usually use a roll around seat underneath it. So that shows you how to put it on a lift. You guys have a great day. Make sure to subscribe. I can use some subscribers. Thanks. Bye.